said earlier, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Kaden Wright is with Shannon's Rivercrest Hospital here to talk about a really important topic. Nice to see you.
Nice to be here.
Tell us what you do at Rivercrest.
I am a pediatric inpatient therapist.
Which is a really important thing to be doing these days because we're hearing so much about how young people are having trouble on so many different levels. Tell us about social support in general. You know, there are all kinds of definitions of social support, but tell us why that in general is important.
Yeah, and so social support is really great because obviously it allows people a way to talk about their feelings and have someone there to obviously support them and be able to give them help during their challenging moments. And so especially with kids, a lot of that social support comes from the family unit, and so making sure that you're, as a parent or as a friend, being there to have those hard conversations.
Those are hard conversations. How do you get them started? What are, without talking about individual cases, how do you, as a parent, how do you get a conversation started if a child doesn't want to talk?
Honestly, just first off, starting off the conversation with being very open about what you're talking about, not being afraid to use the hard words like suicide or self-harm, saying those hard words, and then if they don't want to open up, just allowing them to come to you and not showing any judgment for when they do. A lot of the times we see parents or people judge and kind of overreact or have these big emotions with hard conversations. They come to you, they need that support, and then we turn around and have those big emotions, which is not what we want to do.
On the other side of it, what do you talk to young people about to get them to open up and talk to adults?
A lot of it is having the ability to just kind of understand your emotions, so being able to convey that in the first place, so that when people do open up and when people allow you to talk, you have the words to do it. And if you don't have the words, then you can journal. You have kind of a writing way of getting it down, maybe through music or through art, just finding different ways to communicate and express yourself so that when you do have that support and the ability to have those conversations, you have the way to communicate with someone that you can.
I like including art and music. I think that's an important thing to think about. If someone is having trouble struggling with communicating, again, for an adult and an adolescent, what do you suggest?
Using I statements, so the idea of you're not making me feel this way, but I feel this whenever you do that. So kind of making sure that it's a lot of you taking responsibility for your emotions rather than someone making you feel this way. And then just understanding that emotions don't make you you. They're not entirely you. You may have an emotion to something, but that just because you have that emotion or those thoughts doesn't mean that's all encapsulating of who you are. You are more than those bad emotions or those negative emotions.
The
highs and the lows. You're more than just that, and so it's good to remember that, and especially take a step away whenever you have those heated emotions.
Take a breath, breathe, step back. Kaden, thank you so much. It's nice to see you. Please come back.
Will do.
Kaden Wright with Rivercrest Hospital, Shannon Medical